Hi, I'm here. I just want to make sure that this is working and you can hear me. So let me do that real quick and double check. Hi. Okay, there's a little bit of a delay. Hi, you guys. I'm here. How you doing? I know, look what the cat dragged in, right? Hope you're doing well. I miss you guys very much. You know that all the time. I really do. We're going to talk about something that is really, really important. So if you're joining me, cool, awesome. Please hit that like. I really do appreciate it. But it might be just one of the single most important things to look at right now. Okay, so what's up, turds, nerds, freaks, and geeks, and all that's in between? It's me, your girl, Daisy Dame. Welcome back to my channel. Sorry. Okay, don't forget, like, sub, hit the bell, do all the free stuff, okay? Check out my other socials and check out my whatnot, Dame Bonbon Daisy. Okay, the purpose of this stream is to look into recent events and a recent video that we're going to take a look at in a second. And I want you to know that, like, it is a serious stream. I do take this very serious. Many of you know at times, well, it was pretty much daily, that I meditate to keep myself sane, right? Like, I meditate because it helps my sound mind stay sane. So sometimes I just see like these little visions in my meditations, and I don't talk about it a lot because I think it's weird. Like, I find it weird. It kind of like susses me out sometimes. So I just don't talk about it, right? And the little that I do, I'm like nervous about it because I don't want anyone to think any kind of way about it, right? Like, it's not I don't know. It's just a strange thing, right? But sometimes these little visions are happening. And I knew, like, before the big sickness hit, I kept saying it for like a whole year beforehand. You know, obviously this is leading up to something. Something's going to happen. Like, I'm trying to tell people something's going to happen. And they think that it's funny, or they giggle and they're like, oh, she can't be serious. But it's like, no, I've been serious this whole time. Like, I might laugh and be a happy person. That's because I'm very fortunate for that to be set at a happy person mode. But, like, it is a lot, y'all. It's stressful at times. So, okay, I did this painting, right? So not all my paintings are just paintings. Some of them are the visions that I've had because I can't get them out of my head, right? So I have to paint them. If you guys remember, I did this painting where it looked like claws were coming down from the sky, and it looked like hands on the end of these claws. Well, we're going to explain that in just a second because it's freaking real. And it's like weird. It weirds me out, okay? Like, I don't want to be right about those things. I don't like to be right about those things. Let me just put that out there, okay? So I want to know. I want to know if anyone else has seen this. Has anyone else seen this from John Campbell, okay? So good to see you guys. And here's the craziest part, you guys. Like, dead serious. We started here with blood types. That was my biggest video. It blew up, y'all. It is mini viral. People still watch it to this day. Is my blood types video. Why? Because people are curious about their blood types. They want to know. Well, this very thing might be the absolute significant part that we need to understand what's happening. Because blood types could be the key to all of it. Okay? And the worst part of all this, which really grinds my gears, my eyes are popping green today, y'all. That's how upset I am. Sorry. They've shown this to us. They've told us what was going to happen. There was the series on Netflix. And it was all about what? A panorama. We have to use those words. And it was about how this man was forced to create a cure, but they knew the cure was not the cure. And so it causes the sickness, the actual jib, we'll call it, that causes the sickness. This is a problem. It's a very big problem, okay? Because we have to be able to discuss these things. We have to be able to talk about it. We have to be able to say, after my loved one got this, their whole body was inflamed. They were red. They were breaking out. It was scary, you guys. I was terrified for them. And that's a real thing. We have to be able to talk about it. And none of this feels right, okay? I'm just going to say that. Okay. There is a lot of such things that happens at times, okay? Like the government creating ways to take a life without anyone knowing, right? They literally figured out how to cause a heart attack and make it look natural so that nobody would know this person passed for this reason, okay? Keep that in your mind. It's important. So if you know someone who's passed over the last 2 to 3 years, just pay attention, okay? And I hope you know their blood type. Genuinely. Like, if you do know their blood type, that would be important. When we live in a world where a confused man lady uses a baby as a shield to enter a holy place and do what she did, y'all. When we live in a world where computers are literally merging with humans and singularity is happening thanks to Elon Musk, y'all, we are truly mad here, okay? So let's listen to what these guys have to say, because they are some wise old gents, and I really appreciate them. All right, let's get to it, y'all. This is serious business. It is crazy. Thank you for joining me today. And I really do appreciate y'all so freaking much. You have no idea. So let's get to it. And dude, like, this, if I ever give you any important information, just let it be this, okay? Seriously, just let it be this.
With a completely new disease. Let me show you what I mean here.
A completely new disease.
Detailed videos coming up on this shortly. Now, let me just show.
And Lord knows I'm going to have to pause it from time to time, okay? So let's get comfy, everybody. Grab your beverages. Oh, y'all, my heart. It's burning. Burning.
I'll show you this picture here. Now, these are the white clots, for want of a better term, that are being taken out by embalmers during post-mortem. They're white.
What's this? What is this? Do you see that? You see what's on the screen right there? White rubbery clots, y'all. What is that? What is that?
Rubbery clots. Now, Dr. Ryan Cole, I believe, has done an analysis of these, and he's found out that they're made of fibrin, which is a blood clotting
fibrin. Pay attention. Fibrin, okay? Like, this is brand new. This is brand spanking new, okay?
Protein. Platelets, which are the normal thrombocytes in the blood, and an abnormal protein called amyloid protein. And these are being washed out at post-mortem. And I'm just convinced of this now because I've seen so many pictures of these.
These are being washed out post-mortem, y'all. Washed out post-mortem. This is brand new. But when the coroner, right? The man who is the gate to the afterlife, the one we are meant to trust, he's being silenced about this. He's being told, shh, 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 it's okay.
And you can see here that they seem to be branching in exactly the same way that the vascular...
They seem to be branching. They seem to be... Y'all, what did I see? What did I do in that painting? I did the branching from the sky that comes down like little claws.
The tree would branch. They're like branches. So I think these are casts. And these are coming out from arteries in embalming, and they're coming out from veins in embalming as well. Now, the data I'm going to present...
Okay. And I have to keep stopping it. I'm sorry. Listen to that. Arteries and embalming and veins. What this is this is covering our organs, our arteries, and it's coating it. And then it suffocates us till we're gone. If you've had a loved one pass suspiciously within the last 3 years, I give it 5 more, and there's going to be those dang commercials. Get your money for this, because, oh my gosh, how wrong did this go?
From Mr. Thomas Haviland, Majors Haviland, who's examined this. That'll be in the next video. But what he found was, in 2023, embalmers reported that 20% of corpses were showing these things. 20%, a fifth. In 2022, it had been 30%. In 2021, there'd been some, quite a lot, but we don't have a figure on that. In 2020, before any rollouts of things...
Listen to this. This is important. In 2020, there ain't jack nothing. But ain't that funny? In 2021, something sus starts to happen. Something weird happens. And there was this really big push. And if you didn't do what you were supposed to do, my golly, you would have gotten the big bed. You would have gotten in trouble. Like, you would have gotten fired from work. When you get incentives, like people are giving away free burgers or free trucks, you might want to consider, why is that? Why is that? Why are they so persistent that everyone gets this?
There was very few cases, but of course we didn't have a pandemic then with SARS coronavirus 2. So a few in 2020, lots in 2021, lots in 2022, still a lot in 2023, involved in 20% of, potentially in 20% of deaths. This is just huge. Before 2020, the embalmers weren't seeing any. So 2019, as far back as...
Absolutely, JJ. Absolutely. That is what's happening. This is a foreign substance, you guys. This isn't normal. This is something absolutely new. This is something that science would race to break, to be the founder of. This is something that people literally finds like this is what makes somebody in that field. But they're ignoring it. And people are passing away. Our loved ones are passing away from this within their bodies. And they're saying there's growth. It's cancer. You know, the cancer. It's cancer, y'all. when really it's this growing inside their body. So if you, like, genuinely, if you have lost a loved one in the last couple of years, think about what their blood type is.
You want to go, they were seeing none, and then they're getting these things. What is going on here? Now, there will be a few ideas of what's going on in the video. Let's just look at some more pictures first of all.
I'm sorry, I should have...
And again, we see that...
I should have warned you about these graphic images. I mean, what is it even? What is it?
It kind of it breaks down. It's a bit of a junction coming from inside a blood vessel, 6 inches there, which is about 15-16 centimeters, I guess. And these white clots simply aren't in the pathology textbooks. This is a new disease.
This is a new disease. This is not in the textbooks. This is brand new. Gee, where'd it come from? How is this happening? How is it that we were shown to our faces exactly what was going to happen, and now it's happening? Ain't that so funny? Ain't that just weird?
Quite incredible. Quite incredible. Now let's move on to look at some more pictures. These are the white clots in a tube, and we'll see some more live on the video that we look at with Major Haviland in the next video. So there's some that have been collected. Here's some, just so you see the razor there for the scale. These are just being collected during the embalming process.
Okay, so this is the embalmer, right? Who is trying to help these people find their way into the afterlife, and this is what they're finding. This is what they're finding in their bodies. And you're telling me nothing is going on. You're telling me everything's fine. Okay, sure, okay.
Process. And again, you see these are white. Now, these bits, you can see some bits of normal blood clot in there. That's what you'd expect. All these things are new. These have not seen before 2020.
What is that?
Seen in very small amounts.
What is that?
2021, 2022, 2020.
Listen, I might be a wild one, and I am. But come on now, y'all. And I really think it's so strange how things have been happening with our skies, with the clouds, right? Like, now there's 12 different types of clouds, whatever. We can go on about all that. But it really does feel like someone is terraforming our planet. It really does feel like I'm being changed. My DNA, my biological makeup, is being affected somehow for some reason. Why would that be? Why would that be? Is it to maybe be convenient to another species so that they can live up on our Earth, so that they don't have to live up inside our Earth? Is that why? So they can live up on the free air, like in the Earth, like on the Earth, instead of in it? I'm just curious. What is it? Like, why would there be this need to do this? And why, knowingly, how could they do this? Why can't people call it BIO terrorism, right? Why can't we call it that? God dang.
23 seen in large amounts. This really needs to be investigated as a matter of urgency. We should suspend any therapeutic interventions that could potentially be causing this until we know for absolutely certain that it's not the cause. Because at the moment the correlation is there, and the correlation is strong, both in temporal
Correlation is not causation, but god dang!
correlation and quantitative correlation. So these are flushed out of the circulatory system, and of course the lining, the blood vessels, the bit down the middle, are supposed to be hollow. Of course, it's supposed to be lumen, not clogged up with this stuff. This is a new
It's clogged, y'all. It is clogging our bodies up. This random stuff, this weird stuff coming out of nowhere.
pathology, a new disease. What is going on here?
A new
Again, another
disease.
example, you see the size of the scalpel. Here we do see some blood clots associated with it, but we see this unmistakable white, strandy, wormy, long clot flushed out of the circulation.
First of all, disgusting. Second of all, long, wormy, white clots. How do they grow? How do they grow? Why do they grow? What is it from? What blood types are these people?
System of dead human beings. This is a massive scientific finding.
A massive scientific finding.
All over mainstream media.
A massive scientific finding. Why is it not all over mainstream media? Exactly, doctor. Exactly.
You see, this is photograph. This is photographs. These things exist. This is real. You know, you're looking at them. Another example there. Again, flushed out of the arteries and veins of dead human beings. You see some normal splodgy blood clot there, but these white bits aren't. These are not what you expect.
It's so upsetting.
I'm getting another 250 examples sent to me, so these are not.
Okay, so obviously this is pretty disturbing, right? And dear Lordy, like, I'm so grateful for the loved ones in my life, because when I try and speak about certain things, they hear me. You know, they really do. And they're willing to hear me. And how blessed am I for that, right? Like, I know you guys are well aware. You know, you see the signs. And I'm thankful for that. Like, you know, people can think whatever they want about me, but when the time comes, they're gonna need this channel, y'all. They're gonna need us. You know what I mean? Like, god dang.
Not just random bits. Here we see more ordinary blood clot mixed in. But again, we can see the unmistakable white.
So let's just focus on that for a second. Sorry, I know it's a little gross, but like, this is a natural blood clot. That's a regular blood clot. We've seen that. We see it all the time, in fact. But this white stuff, y'all.
Fibrous blood clots.
Fibrous. And what was that thing? What was that one thing where people kept getting fibers coming out of their body, but it was like really rare, but it like popped up out of nowhere? Fibers protruding out of people's skin. Y'all, I'm not going down to some... I will tear my insides out.
The original one we looked at where they've been cleaned off in the embalmer's hand.
How does someone create that?
Not in the books, this is new. Currently in about 20% of corpses by this survey data. I actually have been in communication with an embalmer in the United States today,
20%,
who also told me about 20% of bodies he's embalming. They're seeing this
20% of bodies he's embalming, he's seeing this.
White blood clot. We need answers.
Amen. We need answers. Y'all, thank you. More gallons. Yes.
It's time to stop messing about, and we need a moratorium until we get those answers.
Yes, sir.
More details from Major Haviland, who kindly gave me this data. Thank you very much.
We're going to get more from Major as well.
In the next video. I'm going to start editing that now. I've already done the interview, but I just wanted to get this to you because I'm just blown away. We are dealing with a completely new pathology and a new set of diseases.
Yes. That's what's happening. That's what's happening, y'all. Let's go back to his page. Please do check him out, okay? Right here, Dr. John Campbell. And, I mean, he's a beast, y'all. He is no BS. He is straight to it. Bless his heart. Bless his heart. He's doing the Lord's work.
Great. I can teach you how to play 100
Let's
songs
just
on piano in an hour. No way. All you need to learn is
speed all this up. Come on, mate.
Very, very much for coming on this video.
John, thanks for having me on the show
Here we
to talk
go.
about this very important topic.
How crazy.
Now, Tom is,
I know, I agree. It is like Resident Evil.
In the United States Air Force.
Okay, Major in the United States Air Force. Let's make sure everybody knows how credited this man is. Credited man, y'all. Credited man.
For a career. Also an engineer, mathematician, and data scientist and analyst. So in a good position to do this work. Now, what on earth are we looking at here, Tom, please?
We're looking at white fibrous clots that have been supplied by embalmers.
White fibrous clots. One more time. White fibrous clots. Discovered by embalmers. These embalmers, they've come out and they're trying to tell people. They're trying to tell people, listen, this is happening. I'm seeing this. I'm alarmed. This is causing our people to pass. Young people. We want to know why they're falling. They're being squeezed from the inside, y'all. And what was the one thing I said? I don't even care. I don't even care, y'all, how crazy it looks. I said, we are going to be destroyed from the inside. I said that. I said, it's not going to be some outside force that destroys us. It would be from within. Oh, my God. How right is that? Like...
And they're seeing these all around the world. Embalmers are seeing these clots, and they're seeing them actually in a high percentage of their corpses, unfortunately, John. And they've been seeing mostly over the last 3 years. I actually have a small vial of the clots that I can show the audience live. I'll turn it slowly around so you can see the consistency.
Yeah, you can see that really clearly. And what are they?
Look at that. Look at these. This is in people's bodies. It could be in one of our bodies right now. Right now. That's not a joke. That's very real.
And where did you get them, Tom?
Where'd you get them, Tom?
Embalmer Richard Hirschman, who was featured in the Died Suddenly movie.
In the bomber.
Richard's been sending vials of these out to laboratories and scientists all over the world. We're trying to examine the clots.
These embalmers are reaching out to anyone and everyone that will listen. These embalmers are literally getting a hold of the Prime Minister, everyone they can reach out to. They're saying, help. There's a problem. We ain't never seen this.
Figure out what they're made of. One of the theories is that they're made from amyloid protein. Amyloid is amyloid. It's just a fancy term for a misshaped or misfolded protein that builds up in our bodies. So,
and there's some fibrin from blood clotting processes in them as well, is there?
Correct. Dr. Ryan Cole has looked at them, the famous pathologist from Idaho, and he says...
Can anyone honestly tell me that this is normal? Can anyone honestly tell me that this is just okay? This is every day. Every day, just...
This combination of the amyloid protein, fibrin, our blood has fibrinogen in it that is in liquid form that then converts into fibrin when there's damage done to the lining of the veins or arteries. And that fibrin is white. And then there's also, he's found platelets in there too, and they're colorless. So that combination...
Platelets in there too. Platelets in there too. First of all, how is this crap getting in our bodies? Second of all, how is it growing in our bodies? Third of all, fibrous things with platelets, y'all.
Of fibrin platelets in this amyloid or amyloid-like material.
And what's the consistency like? Is it?
Listen to this part, y'all. If you got a weak stomach, plug your ears for a second. Earmuffs, darling.
You pull it apart? Is it rubbery? What does it feel like?
It's rubbery. It stretches. It's rubbery. It can break if you put enough force on it, but it's almost like a rubber band. You know, it looks like a calamari and kind of feels like a rubber band to the embalmers. Very unusual.
Now, these have been, in the embalming process, these are flushed out of the circulatory system.
Flushed out. You guys, flushed out of the circulatory system.